Hello everyone, and yes, it's Wrestling Showdown here on the W3L Network every Sunday at 12 o'clock. So thank you for subscribing, which I hope you have, because you'll never miss an episode. I say it all the time, so if you subscribe I won't have to. Now I've got some amazing news for you. If you follow us on social media, you'll know we have live events coming up in the not too distant future. I will tell you about them later on. I'll tell you where we're going to be, when we're going to be there, what you're going to be seeing. We're not just running around Scotland, as we always do, but we're hitting England as well. So it'll be a good opportunity for you to come out and see us live in person. It's going to be great. And of course, nothing quite beats seeing W3L live. And so our live events will be kicking off very, very soon. I'll tell you about them in just a bit. But last week, as you know, we had the second of our qualifying matches for the Breakout Championship. We'll be crowning a new Breakout Champion very, very soon. But it's not the only championship in W3L. You know that, of course. Everyone hotly contested. Everybody wants to challenge. Everyone wants to be a champion. And this week's match we're about to see is exactly the same. Kevin Williams is the Wrestling Showdown Champion. He defends it with pride, honour and dignity. And he is here this week to defend it once again. He's taking on a new face to Wrestling Showdown, a man called Tommy Cross. You may not be familiar with him necessarily, but you must know that he is a worthy challenger. Otherwise, why would he be here, right? And he has got all the potential to take the title away from Kevin Williams. But will he? With new live events on the horizon, and of course our annual Remedy event coming up as well, everybody wants to be in the best place possible. They all want those championship belts going into these events. Who's going to walk away as the new Wrestling Showdown champion? Will it be Kevin Williams? Will it be Tommy Cross? So the one way for us to find out. Let's get down to ringside for this week's match.
W3L Wrestling Showdown Championship. Championship belt held by a referee. Coming from the corner opposite me, it's the challenger, Tommy Cross. Opposing him, the defending champion, it's Kevin Williams. Contest will be decided by 1 fall, 1 submission, 1 knockout, or 1 disqualification.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce, here with you on Wrestling Showdown. And appropriately enough, the Wrestling Showdown Championship is up for grabs. As you have heard, the living legend John Short just announced. Kevin Williams, there in the black singlet with his name in red and blazoned on the back, is facing the challenge of Tommy Cross in the black tights with the green trim down the legs. This is Cross's first shot at the title. It's actually Cross's first appearance here on Wrestling Showdown, although he has been on a few of WWE's other events. He's never quite made the Showdown, but what better way to make your debut than by potentially knocking off Kevin Williams and becoming the Showdown champion? Obviously it's easier said than done, it has to be noted. Kevin Williams has had a firm grip on the Showdown championship since winning it back at Resolution 13 in September, because he unseated former champion Luke Aldridge. I'm sure has his eyes on a rematch somewhere down the line, but we've seen Williams defending it here on Wrestling Showdown. Of course, we saw him at the end of September retaining his Prince Assad on the second of our 5-year anniversary episodes. Back in December, we saw him taking on the Deadly Tormentor. So Williams has proven that he is a force to be reckoned with, and I know this is a matter of pride for him, because when you consider Williams has been around WFL since really 2006 on and off, as Tommy Cross climbs out the ring, looked like he's wanting to lock up, and then as soon as it happened, he goes on the ring apron. He's taking his time there. Williams has had success in the tag ranks, I'm sure you're aware, but a singles championship had always eluded him. And then finally he's got his hands on one. He does not want to let that go. It proves to everybody, himself included, that he can be that singles champion success that he always knew he could. He's hardly surprised with moves like that. A couple of arm drags, Tommy Cross rolls to the floor. Cross lacks the experience that Williams does, so we've been going maybe a couple of years or so. Main act for in Dundee, and he and Williams somewhat familiar with each other from up there. Cross started off actually as part of a tag team with his brother, but things went sour fairly quick. Cross ended up attacking his own brother, and he's now since left wrestling. It's badly he was assaulted, and Tommy Cross since then has had these strange anger issues. He has like a serenity about him. He's quite calm backstage. When he walks to the ring, he's generally alright. But it's like once the bell rings, as Williams catapults him at the ring, that won't improve his mood. Once the bell rings, suddenly it's like he snaps and becomes much angrier, and it's led to a bit of success. And of course, he wants to bring that into W3L as well. Getting the better of Kevin Williams, no easy task. As he drops that leg, Williams is a big man, but he can move quite well. I think you underestimate Williams at your peril. On Tommy Cross, pulls him at the corner and threw everything at that clothesline. Good move by Tommy Cross. He goes to the cover. Again, you may not be familiar with Tommy Cross, but obviously managed to see something in him, and instead of giving him this opportunity. Remember, Williams has that open contract. He's willing to face anyone for the Showdown Championship. He said if somebody thinks they've got what it takes and can provide me with a challenge and I want it, is Cross throttling him on the ropes. You see Tommy Cross unable to out-wrestle Williams early on, and it took catapulting into turnbuckles, now choking him on the ropes. And really, apart from that clothesline, that's the only real wrestling manoeuvre, if you like, that he's actually done. But he's managed to turn the tide in his favour as he sends Williams off the ropes and back elbows him. These strikes are working for Tommy Cross, goes for a cover again. And Kevin Williams, I doubt he's taking Tommy Cross lightly, but he's certainly reeling. Now hanging on the rope and again getting choked. And these W3L ropes are extraordinarily tight. There's very little give, there's a lot of tension in them, and having your throat pressed in them is terrible. I mean, not just because it's cutting your air off, but the pain it inflicts on you. And even when you get released, because again you only get a count of 5 unless you get disqualified. Tommy Cross isn't likely to be doing that, as he throws Williams hard at that turnbuckle, and there's hardly any give there. When you come off those ropes, your throat is raw. I guarantee if you look closely, Williams' throat will have red marks around it, and it stings. It takes you a couple moments to catch your breath. Williams, lovely bit of agility, rolls up Tommy Cross. Could this be it? No, not quite. Williams don't know where he dug that one out from, but Tommy Cross, dumps him down right across the knee, but only makes him 2. Williams showing his resilience there. Being assaulted by Cross, was able to flip over the top of him. Again, you underestimate Kevin Williams and his agility at your peril, and you've surprised a lot of people over the years. Cross is yelling at the crowd. This is sometimes a bit of his downfall. See, it mentioned his anger sometimes manifests by arguing with the audience, and that's not going to get you a pinfall. I thought that forearm at the face that he just delivered now, and if he goes for it again, hang on, Williams knew it was coming, got him. And gets nailed with a flapjack. Tommy Cross just picks up and drops down Kevin Williams, who was not expecting that whatsoever, and still able to kick out. Kevin Williams, this match not going in his favour at all. Tommy Cross now applies a chin lock, sticks a knee between the shoulder blades, pulls back on the chin of Kevin Williams. You can hear the crowd though, they love Kevin Williams, and rightly too. You want to see him defeat Tommy Cross. But saying it and doing it are two very different things. And both now with the same idea. Cross missed the clothesline the first time, missed the back elbow the second time. Went for a second clothesline. Williams had the same idea, both of them went down. Looks like they charge at each other here. And down goes Tommy Cross. Out come the Hadoukens. Williams grabs hold of him with the bomb. One of his favourite moves, and Tommy Cross's tailbone is going to be agony. There's not a lot of padding in that W3L ring, believe me. You know all about it when you get dropped down. Coccyx first. Oh, mega driver attempt. And that was it. He hits the mega driver on Tommy Cross. Kevin Mills going to wrap this match up. Has to be. Oh, look at that! Foot on the ropes. Now I wonder if Williams wasn't entirely paying attention. If maybe the damage he's suffered in this match, he's not 100%. He hit the mega driver, covered Tommy Cross, but he was close enough to the ropes, and that's very good positioning by Tommy Cross. Williams has moans. Arsenal, however, but Cross went to the eyes, and now he picks up Williams across the shoulders. So you can hit a mega driver of his own. No, Williams shoves him at the ropes. Oh, and trips Tommy Cross and folds him in half with a jackknife press and scores the pinfall victory to retain the Wrestling Showdown Championship.
Your winner and still the W3L Wrestling Showdown Champion, Kevin Williams.
Great victory by the champion. He retains the title here this week on Wrestling Showdown.
An impressive showing from both men, I'm sure you will agree, but it's Kevin Williams that gets his hand raised and walks away still as your Wrestling Showdown champion. Something he will love to do all the way towards our live events that we've got coming up. Now again, I'm sure you've seen them on our social media sites. If not, I will recap them for you right now. We kick off our 2020 live adventures on February the 28th, that's a Friday. We're returning to Newcastle, yet Blackfriars at the Oosburn, that's where it all begins this year. The following day, Saturday, February the 29th, a date we're only going to have once every 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. It's historical. We are returning to Buckhaven, not been there for a while. Then Sunday, March the 1st, we're at the Linlithgow Academy. Back to school at my age, who'd ever have thought that? Then our next set of events are in April. On Friday, April 17th, we present Remedy, our first major event of the year. It happens at the Southside Community Centre in Edinburgh. Oh yeah, back in Edinburgh. Then Saturday, April 18th, we're going to be in Grangemouth, always one of our favourite venues. And then on the Sunday, the day after Grangemouth, we are returning down south, Stockton-on-Tees. So that is 6 big events on the horizon, and many more to come throughout the year. But that's the start of it. Remedy, of course, in April 17th in Edinburgh. Get your tickets for all of these events. Act ASAP because you don't want to miss a moment. It's going to be a big year in WTO. We've got some big things happening. It's going to be amazing. Come along and be part of it. You can get your tickets for these events from our website, which I'm sure you know. But if you don't, it's W3LWrestling.com. Buy them there. Sign up for the mailing list while you're at it. You'll be notified when things happen from W3L Central. Give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us over on Instagram, and of course subscribe to this channel if you haven't done already. Use that there, hashtag. Tell us what you think. Who do you want to see at these events? We're hitting Newcastle and Stockton. Are there wrestlers from around that area you'd like to see come in? Who should be part of Remedy? Who should be challenging Kevin Williams for the Wrestling Showdown Championship next? Get in touch, tell us what you think, and then come back in 7 days' time because, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be crowning our brand new breakout champion next week. That's right, the championship is vacant, but only for a further 7 days. 2 men, 1 title. Who's it going to be? You'll find out next week right here on Wrestling Showdown.